YouTube? Laughing Pikachu here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be discussing the top 10 most expensive Shining Legends Pokemon cards. This is a relatively small English set with 73 actual cards in the set, plus hyper rares and a single secret rare. And overall, people don't really know what these cards are priced at because it's sort of the first time that we're seeing Shining Pokemon in a set, and it's weird. But before we get started and before we get into the top 10, I do want to give a thank you to our sponsor of today's video, Penny Card Auctions. There's a link in the description. I've talked about them multiple times, but basically they're a website where you can place bids, and each time you place a bid it goes up in increments of pennies, and there's a bunch of different closed auctions. As you can see, they're selling for very nice pricing, but yeah, they have some Shining Legend stuff available if that is something of interest to you, as well as a bunch of other products. Okay, so number 10, we have the Pokemon Breeder Full Art. Now for me, this was actually one of the rarest full arts that I pulled. I only pulled one copy of this, which I thought was weird, but anyways, this is the Pokemon Breeder Full Art, going for around $10. All of these prices are based off of trollandtoad.com. It is worth pointing out that a lot of the pricing structure on Troll and Toad is a lot higher than what it should be, but the good thing about them all coming from the same website is we have a pretty standard basis of, you know, like how the pricing is structured. Also, I want to point out that the reverse energy cards are averaging for around $3 each, which is very good. It's much more than, you know, the holos. It's more than some of the GXs, honestly. So energy cards are very nice. Okay, so this is number 10, the Pokemon Breeder Full Art, at $10. At number 9, we have the Raichu GX. This is going for around $13 on Troll and Toad. I believe that is high, especially when you consider that we're getting a Raichu box that contains a Raichu Full Art promo in it. So I think that this card here is going to be one that's going to drop quite a bit in value. And then there's a couple of other ones that I'm going to talk about that I also think are going to drop in value. But continuing on, number 8 on the list is the Shining Gen set, currently going for around $18. For the most part, Shining cards are going for more than GX cards. We see that in two situations, you know, the Shining cards are ranked higher than GXs. But anyways, the next card is the Zoroark GX, going for around $20, which is not surprising when you see future cards on the list. We'll just put it that way. I think Zoroark has always been a popular Pokemon. It's also not too bad of an attack. So overall, it's a pretty interesting card. Alright, moving right along. At number 6, we have the Shining Mew. Obviously, this is the most popular Shining card. A lot of people want it. I love this card, and I think a lot of people have a similar opinion about it. I think it's a very highly sought after card. I think they did a great job with the artwork too, and overall just a pretty good collectible item. So anyways, this is currently going for around $26. Now I do think it's going to drop in price, because again, these Shining cards are about as rare as GX cards. So we should not be seeing this high of a pricing, especially with this set is again very similar to Generations. So with time, the cards in the set are going to drop by a lot, especially when, you know, like a year from now when they're still printing this set in collection boxes. Like at that point, we will have opened so many Shining Legends products and so many Shining Legends booster packs. I think that the prices of all of these cards are going to drop by a lot. Alright, next up, number 5, we have the Entei Hyper Rare. Pretty much the rest of this list is just Hyper Rare cards. But yeah, so we have the Entei Hyper Rare at number 5, going for around $27, and then at $28 we have the Raichu Hyper Rare. And then we have the Mewtwo Hyper Rare at $43, a pretty big price jump there. And then the Secret Rare Mewtwo is ranked at spot number 2. Yes, it's not the most expensive card, even though it's possibly one of the harder cards to pull. It is definitely not the most expensive one, but it's currently going for around $45. And the most expensive card, which is honestly really surprising to me, the Zoroark Hyper Rare, going for $57. Now, it's worth pointing out they are releasing a Zoroark Full Art Collection box. So I think once that releases, the Zoroark GX and the Zoroark Hyper Rare price will likely drop, just because it's a lot easier to get your hands on a Zoroark card. That is a hard Pokemon to say. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And yeah, that's Shining Legends as of right now. Will these prices drop? Very likely. But at the moment, this is the top 10. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.